Hello and welcome to Eyewitness Report on Channels Television, where your pictures and videos get all the mileage they require to hit the bullseye. I'm Chris Lems. Today on the program, love trumps culture as the first couple of different caste system in Nkanu West, Enugu State, seal their union. In Lagos is a tale of losses as the informal sector takes a hit with the demolition of Ilekpo Market. Similarly, artisans and technicians displaced from the mechanic village on Babs Animashaun Street in Surulere call for relocation, intervention, and a probe into their eviction. These and more on Eyewitness Report. I'm Chris Lems. The Ohu or Osu caste system are very prevalent in the eastern part of the country. Now, it's an age-long culture that perpetuates a divide or segregation between the freeborns and those allegedly tied to certain deities of the land or even individuals. Though the laws of Enugu State forbids this practice, some communities still hold fast to it. However, our story today is the triumph of love over culture in Ozalla community. Ozalla is one of the numerous communities in Nkanu West local government area of Enugu State. The people here are mainly farmers and traders, dealing in fresh palm wine and palm oil. However, in most of the communities here, there is a limit to interaction due to an age-long culture known as the Ohu traditional caste system. A renowned anthropologist, Dr. Peter Eze of the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, gives an insight into the practice, the attendant isolation, and the difference between Osu and Ohu caste system.
The IGBO had a peculiarity in this, insofar as the idea of slavery went. They had two categories of slavery. Chattel slavery, which we've talked about, and sacred slavery. Chattel slavery was a system whereby a human being bought and owned another human being in the sense you could own a property. Then sacred slavery is what the Igbo call Osu. Osu was more or less in the sense of a slavery or a slave that is owned by a deity. Each Osu had a patron deity, that is deity that is served. It was good at its time, but it has outlived, probably in all the narratives you've had, you've never probably found somebody who said is good. I don't know if you understand. Because they are looking at the amorphous variety of it. One thing that must not escape us is that you don't even have Osu now in its true form, in its authentic form. If you had correct Osu, they will not be living among you. They won't come to this school with you. They won't do any other thing. They will be living around the principal deity. In many of the cases, even the principal deities, the patron deities, no longer exist. I don't know if you understand. Then you are still talking about Osu, simply because people are stuck in the original fear, the original awe of the institution.
For 16 years, this couple, THEOPHILUS Ani Groom and Ngozi Onya, have waited to receive the blessings of their people to seal their union. It's been a tug of war.
I was seriously, even so many things happened to the point they were threatening to kill. Not only banish nor reject nor any other, that one is a minor, but what of life? They were threatened, even to the point that they sell the first car I bought in life. Up to today, nothing, even 5 kobo did not get back to me. Just as a means to make sure they frustrate my plan or my dream towards my own life partner.
According to the state government, this practice has been prescribed by the laws of the land, but not all the communities have complied.
I have a law in Enugu State, which I have to cite, and this is it has to do with abolition of the OSU system law. And it said a law to make provision for the abolition of OSU system, to prescribe punishment both for the practice thereof and the enforcement of any disability arising therefrom and for related purposes. Here the law stated clearly that no person should be discriminated upon as a result of the so-called Oru, Ohu, Ume, Osu, Umoni. So the law is clear on this, and this is Cap 1, Laws of Enugu State. This was 27th of August 1991. So the law is clear on this. Nobody should feel that because it's whatever name called by whatever persons, feel deprived or intimidated. When the government is making appointments or people are vying for political offices, I don't think anybody has ever been discriminated upon because the person is either this or that.
Finally, as captured by this eyewitness video, love appears to have conquered culture, as the first couple are traditionally recognized in Ozalla in Nkanu West. By this ceremony, the once upon a time wall of segregation is brought down, and the couple are glad at this turn of events.
I'm very happy. In fact, I didn't know where to start. I may say that he has said all, but I'm only saying that God, who started the journey from 2002 up to today, may He alone be glorified in the name of God. Amen.
While the practice lasted, according to one of the elders in the community, many families could not give up their members in marriage, resulting in children being born out of wedlock.
Like my own son, pregnanted one of these people's Chukwan daughter, pregnanted. So I'm a Christian. So I decided, instead of leaving the girl to go like that we have to marry her. Then I took cola and wine, beer, went to their place. They refused.
The Ozalla people of Nkanu may have taken the bull by the horn by abolishing this age-long tradition that has stifled so many relationships and put a check to love across the divide.
Needed to secure the trust of everybody from across the divide, the old, the young, and the middle-aged. So trust was a major challenge, but eventually a lot of people came to see that we are very sincere, we are very determined, we are dedicated, and we are disciplined about it.
You meet people, the first thing they ask you is, which side are you from? And it begins to baffle me. A lot of daughters and sons that are well-to-do, that are living outside the town, they don't want to come home because when they come home, they are being segregated. They see the people they love, they don't like them to associate with them. The both sides, it became a serious war that the both sides want each other. They sleep together, they do things together, but when it comes to marriage, they abandon each other. A lot of ladies are hurt. And I saw young ladies that got pregnant, and because the other party, they can't marry, they marry them out to the neighboring village, to the old men Men that are 80 years, men that are 90 years, marrying 15-year-old girls. It breaks my heart.
But the concerned authorities may as well step in to take this gesture a notch higher by ensuring it is replicated in other communities where the practice is still rife.